Good audio is the most important aspect when it comes to making YouTube videos. Many viewers can watch so-so video as long as the audio is good, but bad audio is a no-go. Howdy squids, I'm Brian, and today I'm going to show you how to use your on-camera microphone as an overhead boomed mic. With only a few parts, we can make amazing sounding audio in only a few steps. But first, you're going to need a few things. All the parts you'll need will be listed in the description. If you have an on-camera mic already, even better. Now here, we're using a Rode Video Micro, an affordable, about $50 on-camera mic that sounds pretty great for the money. Almost any on-camera shotgun mic will work as long as it's a 3.5mm jack, not an XLR. A Rode VideoMic Pro would be another good pick. Next, you'll need a microphone stand. Almost any microphone stand will work for this as long as the pole extends above your head and the pole arm is adjustable. A 20-foot TRS female to male extension cable. We'll use this to extend your mic's cable to be able to reach towards the camera. A 5/8 to 3/8 mic stand adapter. These come in a kit of 2, but this is the one that you actually want to use. An optional 1/4-inch cold shoe adapter for quick release is really handy to have here. This makes it really easy to just slide on the mic so that you don't have to tear apart everything whenever you're moving your mic back and forth. Next, you'll need some sandbags or something kind of heavy to actually weigh down the mic stand so that it doesn't flip over. And finally, a camera to plug it all into. As long as you have a 3.5mm jack that you can put it into, you should be good to go. Now, let's go ahead and get to the build.
All right, now safety first, of course. So if your bags came unfilled or like they're just a bag themselves, you have to put sand in them or something else heavy to weigh them down. Go ahead and put sand or something else heavy in your bag and put it on the actual base of the tripod. If there's anything already on your microphone stand, you'll want to go ahead and unscrew that real quick. We already built this up previously, so it's already on here. And now the end of your microphone tripod should look something like this, where it's just the bare metal end and there's nothing else on it. Go ahead and take your thread adapter next. Go ahead and spin it all the way on. And this is actually the smaller one. So if you're going to use the cold shoe adapter, which I do suggest, you want to use the one that has the smaller spigot on the end. Go ahead and thread it onto your microphone boom pole there. And to make it a little bit easier, you can go ahead and raise up this stand to about chest height so that while you're working with it, it's a little bit easier to handle. You don't want to put it overhead immediately because then it's kind of hard to work with. Next up, we can take our little cold shoe adapter here, and you'll see that little spigot end goes perfectly on the inside of this. So you can go ahead and spin that on next. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. And you'll see that we do actually screw it onto the bottom side, not the top side. I made that mistake already. Next up, go ahead and take your microphone, and your actual cold mount shoe should look something like this on the actual microphone. Now we can go ahead and slide it into place. And once that's slid into place like that, you can screw it down just a little bit on the top there, and then finish it off by actually using the cold shoe thumb screw on your mic and getting that all the way. It just needs to be snug, not too tight. Now let's go ahead and plug in your extension cable here. Once I actually managed to unravel this thing, geez. Okay, much unwinding later. Now you can go ahead and take the end of your microphone here and plug it into the female end. There we go. And then the male end, you know, the one with the actual plug, that one will actually go to your camera. Now before you do this, I do suggest that you wrap this cord around the actual boom pole. That'll make it so that when you actually boom it out of shot, you don't have a bunch of wires hanging down there that are in the shot and don't look good. All right, so now I can go ahead and actually raise up this entire thing so that it's out of the shot. And this is how it sounds with the microphone boomed out of shot. When I say out of shot, it's literally like a hang loose away. Like I could actually probably pull it in right there. There it is. But this audio should sound much better than just the actual on-camera audio. This is an audio test with just the in-camera microphone. As you can tell, it's probably a fair bit worse. And the great thing is you don't have a big old microphone in your face, so you can keep on talking with your hands and you can stand up and you can do basically whatever you want right in front of you. It'll maintain focus if you have good autofocus, and you have great audio that's coming from a not super expensive setup. This is an audio test. This is an audio test. I am Solaire of Astora. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. I am Solaire of Astora. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. All right, now that everything's set up, let's get back to the desk. And we're back to the studio sit-down setup, like the talking head A-roll sort of thing. This is a pretty good setup too. Basically, I've got the mic, once again, about a hang loose away. And this setup without having the big microphone in my face. Just, it feels so freeing. And the audio, while maybe not quite as good as like a dedicated dynamic microphone or anything like that, is perfectly serviceable and it takes up very little space. Getting your mic in the right place can yield excellent results, even with a cheaper setup. For even more video creation tips, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. But gently. We don't need to do the whole smashing thing. And now you're pretty much ready to start recording audio for your video. But if you need a little bit of help of getting set up and planning your videos, go ahead and check out this guide right here. One of these days I'll get it right on which side they're actually on. Thanks a ton, squids.